All right, guys. So let's go this way. My neighborhood, guys. My neck of the woods. This is what I'm getting ready to do. Yeah, they just dropped this down here. Y'all can see this. These come with a little temporary dipstick. Okay. Now y'all know these 62Ts don't have a dipstick, but they do, however, have a dipstick tube. Okay, so this is a brand new reman transmission I'm getting ready to install. Guys, you should have saw this. This is going on a Dodge Journey. Oh my God, I didn't even make it in the shop. It started whining and just straight out quit pulling before I can get in the shop, guys. Like I said earlier, I used to overhaul that problem all the time. I mean, I simply go in with you're gonna have a code P0944. I would typically go in with a transmission front pump, a torque converter, and I would service it. Of course, naturally, you're going to service it if you recondition. I would go so far also to recondition the input clutch assembly. Okay, and that would take care of that. What's happening, in my opinion, guys, now this is my opinion, okay, what's happening is the customer goes so long without servicing the transmission, the torque converter start coming apart, which they gonna do over time. It is a wearable item, guys. I wish people would understand that. Torque converter has clutches in it, just like clutch packs have clutches in it. Only difference is the torque converter getting a whole lot more work than an actual clutch pack. Okay, clutch pack designed to clamp up on a gear to make it go either forward or reverse, like planetary or something like that. But that debris inside the pan the filter will semi do its job. It would capture it would capture the debris, but it's only so much it can filter. Okay, at some point the pump won't be able to suck in any more fluid because the filter is attached to the pump ports. Okay, yes, the pump is trying to suck in fluid. Okay, it goes through the transmission filter. If that filter is clogged up, you could in essence starve the front pump. So you may get like a whining bzzz. It's basically starving, guys. And you will eventually cause the pump to fail after so long of driving like that, guys. That's why I'm a big firm believer, guys. You guys got to stay up on your maintenance with these transmissions. This is recommended like between every 50 and 60,000 miles that you service it. The goal is to get the filter out. Okay, the fluid likely is not breaking down, but it will appear to have broken down because parts inside of the transmission is breaking down. Okay, but that fluid is good quality fluid. ATF plus 4 is what I'm talking about. So anyway, I will not get to overhaul this once again. It's all about replacement. And I understand, guys, because this transmission comes with a 3-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now, what are the likelihood of you keeping your, what is this? This is a Journey, okay, minivan, anything that uses the 62TE. What are the likelihood you're going to keep it another 100,000 miles? Well, you have a 100,000-mile warranty on a brand new reman transmission, so I get it from that standpoint. And besides, by the time you price out a pump or overhaul kit, blah blah this, blah blah that, it becomes a cost-effective thing as far as recondition versus replacing it. All right, sure, I'm gonna get less hours by replacing it than I would to overhaul it. So at the end of the day, the price will either be close, but at that point, management look at it as a risk from a risk standpoint. It is extremely hardly any risk by simply replacing a reman unit, as opposed to a human being overhauling it. There could be one little slip up, and the transmission will have to come out again. So, but I don't have that problem. See, I know these transmission inside and out, upside down. I have reconditioned a bunch of them. All right, so that's what I'm getting ready. I'm just jabbing. That's what I'm getting ready to do on there, replace it. Now, here's the transmission, or here's the car. Like I say, it took me a hard time. I had to get a pusher. They had to actually push me. I stopped in midway. Thing about it, I started the first thing cold. Once you do that, all the trash is now in the pan, and some of it has failed from the filter. So when you start the first thing in the morning, you may have a gear. Like when I went out and checked it out, it got towed in. When I went out and checked it out, it wouldn't move. But the next morning, I fired it up. The pump was able to suck some fluids. I throwed it in gear real fast and got as far as I could before it stopped pulling all over again. Now, yeah, y'all know what I want to do? See, I can see this is factory seal, guys. This pan has never been off. Oh my goodness. This car has 100 and some thousand miles. Here's what I'm gonna do. Y'all know what? Let's do this real quick. I want to take this pan off because I want to see the condition of the fluid and the magnet. I want to see what's on it. All right, let me grab some gloves, guys. I'm gonna take this pan off real quick. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I got the pan off now. You guys can't smell this, but I'm here to tell you this transmission is extremely overheated, burnt, everything. I will have to. Now you're supposed to do this anyway, guys, so you shouldn't say I will have to, because it's something you're supposed to do anyway. But what I'm talking about is reverse flush the cooler, guys. The cooler play a major role, especially when you're dealing with an overheated transmission. You have to make sure that cooler is not restricted in any way, or you will ruin your new transmission that you install. Now you can't look at a cooler and tell. You have to use a machine, a device. All right, the device we have is it overheats, or it heats up the transmission fluid and pushes it through. There's a gauge that we read to tell the flow rate. Okay, coolers pretty much have a flow rate to them. If this one is below or exceeding the value of the flow rate, then yes, I will need to replace this cooler. In fact, some of the car makers recommend you replace the cooler whenever you're doing an overheated or repairing an overheated transmission, because like I say, guys, that's the cooler's job, to keep the fluid from overheating. If the transmission is overheated, then either there's a major catastrophic failure inside. Now I did see a little piece of snap ring caught up on this magnet. Okay, y'all hear this? Watch this. Y'all hear that? Yes, that came somewhere out of here, but for the most part, oh, this is bad. Y'all can't smell it. It is bad. So, but at the end of the day, I'm replacing the transmission. But I just want to hit home the importance of checking this cooler and or replacing it. If this was like a super major warranty job, Chrysler would really recommend that I replace the cooler, especially on a transmission that's overheated. Transmission can fail in a number of ways, and overheating is one of them. Okay, give off a weird odor, man. Oh, this one is bad. So that's where we at on this, guys. I'm getting ready to replace it, and I will reverse flush the cooler. Now I have a video out what you can do if you don't have a machine to flush the cooler. In fact, watch this video right here. I went over that because it doesn't matter if you have a machine or not. You have to find a way to verify that that cooler is not restricted. And in that video, I go over a bootleg way that you can do that in the event you don't have a machine. All right, so don't get it twisted, guys. I'm not recklessly you got to find a way to do what it is you need to do, whether you have the tool or not, or you will be right back to square one. So that's what I did on that video, so don't criticize me too much. Y'all know I got thick skin, I can take it, but I'm just saying. Okay, so that's what I got on this one, guys. So I'm gonna yank this out. I don't know, 3 hours tops maybe. All the suspension have to come out. Oh my goodness, man. I'm just an R&R man now. I do not like this at all, but comes with the territory. I like to take them out, set them on a trans table, and do a overhaul, recondition. I feel like a doctor when I'm doing that. Now with A&R man, or R&R man. All right, guys, so I want to go over something with you. I got the 2 screws out of the filter. I'm getting ready to pull the filter down. I want to show you something. Now I know filter is paper and it can trap fluid inside, but let me see something. Let me show y'all something. All right, I'm gonna pull this down. Now I didn't see much fluid come out of there, and I don't see much coming out of there. All right, out of the suction port. But look, if I take this filter and flip it upside down, watch this. Y'all see all that fluid coming out of there? That was a lot, right? Why didn't that come out of here? All right, look at that. My point, guys, it is extremely restricted. It is restricted. Okay, this is where the pump is looking for fluid. Now, it's not going to get it until the fluid is filtration has occurred. Okay, until the filter has done its job. So the filter sets like this is going to suck fluid through here into the pump, which goes into here, and then the valve body will disperse the fluid to its right location. And from there, you go on and on. But if this filter is stopped up, I mean, look at that filter, guys. That is nasty. That is, you should replace these filters every 50 to 60,000 miles at what I call a transmission service. All right, guys, keep that in mind. Please don't try to help prolong the life of your transmission. All right, it's bad enough parts going to wear out on their own. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. But at least do your part and try to help prolong the life of your transmission by simple stuff like a service. All right.